Now, I don't really remember who the best characters to play as in each level is. I used to have a pretty decent route of like what characters to play as that I had learned, I think, from an actual speedrun. And now that I think about it, I think this is a level that you want to play as Luigi because you can skip the cave. But oh well, the cave's not going to take too long. Again, this isn't an actual speedrun, so... but we can see if we can skip it as Toad. Oh, you can skip it as Toad, okay. You have to remember to take the warps, though. That is going to be one problem, though. I don't actually quite remember where the warp in World 4 is. I'm pretty sure I remember the ones in World 1 and World 5. But I don't know where the one is in World 4. The only thing I really remember is that it's in 4-2, I think. But I don't know exactly where in 4-2. I have an idea, but I don't know if I'm correct on that. I have two ideas, actually. I do know you want to play as Toad in level 2. Because there's a strat you can do at the beginning that I've done before, but I've never been consistent at, and I failed it already. I just really don't remember how to do it, but... Okay. Oh wait, I think you can cheese it this way too. Oh yeah, for sure. But there's a way where you can, like... There's a way that you can grab the guy on the carpet, in a way. To where, instead of the carpet being the normal carpet speed, it's Toad's running speed. And then you can... I don't remember how to do it, but... Then you're going so fast that you can make it over that. They can make it over that cliff without having to... Come on. I'll just play as Luigi. I'll be able to skip it so much easier as Luigi. You probably can... With Peach, you probably would go fast enough to where you can then just float to the end. Yeah, definitely fighting Birdo as Luigi is not ideal. Luigi's jumps make it a lot harder to grab the eggs. One, 3, I'm gonna just assume is Toad. I'm pretty sure, for the most part, my route is just, play as Toad in most levels. If I need a little extra jump height for a couple levels, Then I'll play as Luigi. And then 4-2, play as Peach. Yeah, this should take us to World 4. Which is going to be 4-1, so I think I do want to play as Toad again. Yeah, I definitely think one of the things that I'm thinking of when I think this game could be pretty hard is I'm thinking of, oops. I don't think I need that. I was thinking maybe down there was the secret warp, but there's no pipe down there, and it's in one of the pipes. But I was thinking Wart was going to be a problem. Because I remember struggling a lot on Wart. But that was as a kid. The last time I played this game, I had no problem on Wart. So why... I think I would have a problem on Wart now. I don't know. Wart should be no issue, really. I think I usually like to be Peach for this level. I think I remember where the warp is here, though. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, and then playing GBA games on Game Boy Player definitely isn't quite as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. I thought it was going to be quite annoying to play with a GameCube controller instead of a GBA D-pad or just a controller with a D-pad. But it actually hasn't been that bad. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the potion we need. Oh yeah, and Peach is definitely going to be the best for this level. Having to carry this all the way through to wherever the warp is. Which it's there, I'm pretty sure. It does take us to World 6. Oh, I actually think it gonna need to be Luigi. But, I don't want to do World 6. World 6 sucks. So instead, we can go back to, I think it's 5-1. And I think you want to be Luigi. Oh, no. Actually, I don't think it's 5-1. It might be 5-2? 5-3? Alright, we'll have to see if this is the level. I think it is. No. Maybe it is 5-3. Always if it's just like later on in 5-1 than I thought. I thought it was at the beginning of a level though. Yeah, I definitely think it's at the beginning of this level. Yeah, it's right up there. Wonder if they thought of the potential to cheese this. Where you could get away with only beating like... I think I just want to be Luigi most of the rest of the game. But really, I think the only 2 levels we've... or the only 3 levels we've actually beaten how you're supposed to in this game so far is 1, 1, 1, 2, and 4, 1. And that's like it. Is this where you're supposed to ride the birds to the left? Yeah, World 7 is definitely... I always remember it being a lot harder than it actually is. I mean, it can still be a bit tricky, but it's not, like, too bad. I do need to see if there's cheese here. No, not quite. That'd be cool if there was, though. I did not realize that was going to hit me. Doesn't take away your checkpoint if you... Game over, does it? If so, that's going to make this a bit annoying, actually. Yeah, it does take away your checkpoint, so just have to make sure I don't die a bunch. These World 7 levels are fairly long, though. But this is another good thing about doing Mario Advance and not the original Mario 2. Because I don't know what a game over would have done in the original Mario 2. Would it have let me restart at the beginning of the level I got to? Would it make me start at the beginning of the world? Would it just boot me back to the title screen, start the whole game over? I don't know. And I'm glad I don't have to figure that out. Because this is definitely a game where I don't think that, I don't think it's gonna be good to do to count the original and this version as separate. They're very, very similar. I mean, like, maybe, but at least as of right now, I'm not gonna worry about trying to do this and the original Mario 2. But if I do end up counting them, then that's pretty good, because then I can... I mean, I still don't know if I would do the original Mario 2, because again, I don't know what it's going to be like in terms of saving and how easily can I get through the game, you know? But that would be good for that'd be good for that'd be good for doing Mario World, because we've already done Mario World. It was really short. Literally, Mario Advance 2 would be do the same thing again. Okay. I think I still want to be Luigi here. Toad might actually be better, but oh well. We'll see. Come on. I do think it is alright to be using warps in these kinds of games, because these are just like secrets, like you're meant to be able to find them and use them. I think the only game I'm unsure of if I would actually use warps in would be using the warp at the beginning of Kid Chameleon. I don't know that I would do that. I don't know if that would really count, but I don't know, maybe. It's not like I'd be missing out on too much time if I just did it, and if people said, or if then later I thought, this doesn't count, then, you know, that's only what, like 2 minutes out of my time having done that, so it's not like that's gonna really take up too much time on something that may not count. Oh yeah, there's just timing getting through, or damage boosting through.
Here we go. Here I go.
I don't remember which side I'm supposed to be on. Do I go in here? What's in here? I think this is just something useless. Except for that heart. I don't think you need to go in there. I think I remember going in there to see if there was anything, and there was just like nothing. I mean, maybe you get like a 1-up or maybe a health upgrade, but I don't think it's going to be worth investing the time to get it. Okay, I saw this probably faster to do as Toad than Luigi, but I think it's probably better that I'm doing it as Luigi. I think we need to defeat this Birdo. Dang it. And that's gonna give us the key, and then we just go use the key that sends us to Wart, I think. Which I really am just worried about getting a game over at this point, but again, it's not gonna be too damaging to get a game over. But obviously it would just be way quicker not to. And less annoying, but it looks like it's probably gonna happen, because
Choose a player. Here we go.
I've only got one life to beat this Birdo fight, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. The fireball wasn't so quick.
Choose a. Here we go.
Rip.
Here I go.
I just have to not lose as many lives earlier on. Which, now that I know the level more, should be... It should be a bit easier to make sure I don't. I did not expect that to hit me. I thought I was safe there. Guess it makes sense that I wasn't thinking. Yeah, you need to be on the chain, obviously. He's gonna go to the empty spot next to it. That definitely makes that part a lot easier. And definitely I could get away with doing that, even while small, because there's a heart right in that door. So I wouldn't have to worry about dying after that section, because I would just get another heart immediately. Alright, this time 4 lives to beat Birdo. Definitely would have preferred to keep a heart there, but I can get one here, so it doesn't matter. So it's just I have to go through this section, which I can play a bit safe by killing these guys, but now, of course, that's kind of ruined because this thing's now The key's now under this guy. Oh, well, that worked perfectly fine. Okay. And now it's just a fight with this dude, which is not hard at all. And then it's just Wart, which shouldn't be too hard. You get plenty of health during Wart as well. And I have 4 lives to do it, so it really shouldn't be that bad. And I think it's going to be best just to play as Luigi. Dang it. Because, I would kind of want to play as Toad if I had to pick up the fruit manually. Because Toad would grab it faster, but I don't have to do that. I just run to him. Or I just pick it up from under. So I'm not having to watch the animation every time. So just making sure I can easily get to the health if I need it as Luigi, I think is going to be better than maybe beating it a little faster as Toad. Especially because if I don't die, then, I mean, I'm already playing as Luigi. No, there'd be no point in just dying to purposefully play as Toad. But if I were to die, then I probably would. Play as, I would just keep playing as Luigi. Playing this really bad, but, I mean, oh well, I'm alive. Oh, that's it.
Perfect.
And that's it for Mario Advance. Brings our games beaten up to 13. That is quite a lot for day 3. I still got time as well. If there's another really short game, preferably GBA, because that's what I've got set up that I could do. How quick would Ninja 5.0 be? That's more of an hour, I would say. World 1's probably gonna be an hour. I want like really short, like maybe 10-30 minutes. But I don't know off the top of my head any GBA game that's gonna be that. I guess I'll just have to look. But it might just be good to call it here and then kind of decide what I want to do later. Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland's also going to be a short one, but that's like an hour. Yeah. I think probably just going to be best to call it there. That was pretty good. That was, what, 6 games done in one day? It was pretty good. There still are so many short games left to do. Just like so many short games. I was thinking we were going to run out of short games sooner rather than later, but I'm starting to think that there's still so many short games that we still got quite a bit to go on them. Because Especially, I think I'm pretty set in the racing game. If there's no story mode in the racing game, just beating all the cups is gonna count as beating the game, which that opens up Mario Kart 64, that opens up Mario Kart Wii, that opens up Pac-Man World Rally, that opens up probably Mario Kart 8. Maybe that opens up ATV Off Fury 2. That one's gonna be quite a bit longer because there's a lot of cups in those, and those cups tend to take like 30 minutes or so. But yeah, there's a lot of things like that. And then really it's thinking of the board game games. If there's just a bunch of those, especially on like Game Boy Advance, then there's just so many of those that I could do, and if there's ways to beat them, then those should be pretty quick as well. But yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of short games left. I still a little bit think that doing short games, we will run out of them sooner rather than later because they're short. So eventually I'm going to run out of all the short games because we're going to do so many in one day rather than spreading them out. But I do think it still is going to be best to go with the shortest games first. That way I make sure I'm absolutely doing the most amount that I can. So I'm definitely going to be looking into more games. I'm going to look more into games and see just what short games there are. Because there probably are going to be just a ton of short games that I haven't even thought of yet. Oh, and the Sonic Drift games are going to be incredibly short if you count just beating the cups as doing it. Even if you were to do all the green, yellow, and red GP in Sonic Drift, that's still like a 30-minute game. That'd be incredibly short. I may do that next time. I may boot up Sonic Mega Collection Plus and do some of those games. I'm not confident in my ability to do Sonic 2, but Sonic 1 outside of Labyrinth Zone's fine. Sonic Blast on the Game Gear could be fine. It depends on if I game over. Sonic Chaos is generally pretty easy. Sonic 3D Blast is one of the easiest Sonic games and very short. Sonic Drift, Mean Bean Machine will be about the same length as Kirby's Avalanche, maybe a little longer. I think there are more levels of Mean Bean Machine. But tomorrow might be a Sonic-thon because there's some really quick Sonic games and they're very convenient on Mega Collection Plus that I could just do all of them right then and there. And if my copy worked where it could save all the games, I would go ahead and unlock like Rystar and do that as well. But yeah, a lot of games to do, a lot of really quick ones that I'm now looking forward to. There's just so many different options to go through now. But yeah, that is it for today. 13 games beaten in 3 days. So on pretty good pace. Definitely on pace for 100 games. 100 games, I would only need to beat one game every 3 days, basically. And we've definitely hit well above that. And we're well on pace even for 365 games. Because that would have to average one game a day. And so far, well, we average like 4.33 games. So that's pretty darn good. I may want to count just to make sure I've got them all right. So we did Punch Out, Pac-Man World 2, Pac-Man World 3. What do we do after World 3? Oh yeah, the 3 arrangement games, Wrath of Cortex, the 3 SNES games, and the 3 GBA games. So yeah, that is 13. But yeah, tomorrow just keeps on with Marathon of Short Games. Might be a Sonic-thon. Might be something else thon. But we'll see.